on to the grand final as well, which has put us at where we are today. Currently looking at this playoff bracket, and oh dear lord, it's looking like a bit of a tight one. We saw Ecolot win 2-0 against Enterprise yesterday. Bit of a surprising upset, to be fair, allowing themselves to move in to that grand final slot. And then we saw the Bad News Eagles face off against Sinners going 2-1 to make their way into the grand final slot. Of course, we do have that third place matchup that does come up first. That'll be Sinners versus Enterprise in the next few minutes. And then after that, we do have the one everyone is waiting for, the Ecolots versus Bad News Eagles matchup, to come up at the end of the day. So it should be some good stuff. Two great BO3s looking to be on the docket, and certainly should be something to behold as we do move on, and it should be fairly good. Of course, we'll run through the map picks and bans one more time to get you an idea of what we are looking at before we do get rolling into it. Of course, we do have Mirage for the pick of Enterprise. Then after that, Overpass will be up on the docket with Sinners having that pick. And then our final third and decider, if we do need it, will be Inferno. Of course, this match determines who places in third and fourth. And when it does come down to it, it counts for the money, man. You're looking at $4,000, $475 for third place, and then for second place, $248. So that gives you sort of an idea of what that is for you guys, as we do look at the third place and fourth place matchup coming up next. Then later in the day, of course, we do have the Ecolot versus Bad News Eagles matchup, which is the one everybody's waiting for to see who'll be able to take home the title. Will it be the international invites or the local grown talent from the Czech Republic looking to face off? Of course, that'll be Ecolots and Bad News Eagles facing off in a bit. We still do have a little bit before we do get rolling into it, but I did want to break down to you guys what has been going on and how we've gotten to where we are today before we did get rolling. So folks, without further ado, we're throwing it back to a break because I am incredibly lazy, and we will be seeing you guys in a few.
Snad to nevystydlo. KFC patří ke hře.
This is the objective that's going to make the difference. By a single ticket. Oh! They can't make it.
Začíná tě nudit, co máš rád. A říkáš si, něco tomu chybí. Ztrácíš vášeň u věcí, které miluješ. A nebo si víc na telefonu, než v samotném ději. Přitom stačí tak málo a můžeš to celé změnit. S největší komunitou sázkařů a jejími hvězdami dáš novou energii každé sportovní události. Tipsport. Největší komunita sázkařů.
Alrighty, folks, hope you guys are doing well, because I am back once again, and we are certainly looking at a third place matchup to come up first. Of course, this Enterprise versus Sinners on the docket. The map pool has been read, and that is Mirage, Overpass, Inferno. We'll talk quickly about the stats and talk about the past of these two teams, because, well, there's been a lot of Czech Grand Finals to be faced off in between these two, both going the distance and doing quite a lot. We did see the Bratislava Cup on a previous LAN in between these two teams, and that did go the way of Sinners. 16-7, 16-7 on Nuke and Ancient, and then after that, we did see an invitational where Enterprise were able to topple the side of Sinners. But then Sinners were able to come back in E-League with 16-8, 16-11, and then another cup after that, 16-10, 16-9, and 16-15 in a best of 5. So, something certainly to be watching for as we do get rolling into it. As well, we should be underway in just a few. Seems like the players are ready and raring to go with the crowd as well. Seems to be having a good time. Actually have crowd noise today. Improvements over yesterday. Seems like there's just general conversation going on though. But man, oh man. I think it's just about time to get rolling into these things. We'll go ahead and break down some of the match statistics for you guys just so you have an idea of what we are working with. We do see Mirage coming up. Of course, we did see Sinners win out Mirage against the Bad News Eagles yesterday. But still, Sinners 46% win rate over 13 maps. Meanwhile, Enterprise have a 58% over 12. Then Overpass on the docket next. That will be 67% win rate for Sinners over 15 maps. While Enterprise have a lowly 43% over 7. Of course, our final map of the day will be Inferno. Final map of this matchup, if we do need it, will be Inferno with a 65% win rate for Enterprise and a 50% win rate for Sinners over 10 maps and 17 maps respectively. So, gives you a bit of an idea of what we are looking at and what we are planning to do, because, well, it should be fairly fiery out of both these two teams. Chat, I'm wondering, do you guys know, like, the noise that is, that's played when you're going in, like, a tavern in, like, a fantasy game, or like, a game in general, and how there's such just general hubbub that you can't understand? That's what this sounds like to me right now. It sounds like I'm in, like, a tavern in a video game. Yeah, NPC background noise, that's what I'm saying! Like, honestly, devs, they could just record this and use it. Sounds like a local pub? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, man. I suppose it sounds like a Czech tavern, to be specific. But, you know, it should be a good day. Looking forward to seeing how the grand finals will pan out. Of course, that's our last matchup, with Bad News Eagles taking part. Of course, there were 2 international invites for this event. They were Titans and the Bad News Eagles. Unfortunately for Titans, we're taken out quite early, as we did see them fall to Ecolot in a nice little 2-0 by the Ecolot side, denying Oscar his place here at a Czech tournament. Looks like we got Shock on screen today as well. Yesterday he was kind of hiding from the camera for some reason. We didn't know why. But hey, improvements. Chat, who do you guys think is going to win this matchup? I would say Sinners are a heavy favorite here. But, you know, the upset, certainly viable. We did see Ecolot defeat Enterprise yesterday, which was an upset as well. So I suppose anything is possible on land. But of course, these two teams have a bit of a history. We saw a grand final at the end of last year of Sinners and Enterprise being faced off. That was in Brno. Wasn't cast in that event. I was actually there in person. And it was a really good time. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But this is a matchup you see quite a lot in this scene. And it does seem like it's time to get rolling into things, because we're heading into Mirage with Sinners versus Enterprise, looking to make their way on. And alrighty. Might need them to level out that audio a little bit more. Already, we're into the pistol. We're going to start looking to see what the defense is going to be looking like here for Sinners. It's a bit of a mid-split attack looking to come out. Zetko is starting to come up from the back line, though. Going to be looking for one. Might be able to find out something, of course. He's got to be careful. The Alive is still hanging out towards Cat as an A hit looks to be made. And ooh, Zetko, there's one. Puts it down into a 4 versus 5 as a retake. Looks to be inevitable, and Beastik makes his way towards sight. Ooh, from stairs though, Blitz. Gonna be good for one. Puts it down into a 3 versus 4. As we do see Zetko and Forzy fall. Shock and Beastik sitting in a rather sticky situation. A dink and a kill from Zestum though. Will take the round. That'll be first going the way of Enterprise. That's going to be a very strong start for the side of Enterprise. Now it's just going to be looking to go ahead, try and get themselves a bit of a 3-0 lead. It really depends upon if Sinners look to convert this round. It certainly could be possible. And for the time being, it's looking like Enterprise are looking at a bit of a underpass, top of mid type of hit. Possibly go towards A. One player in the backline, though, System. Got caught out nice and early by Sinners, allowing to gain themselves somewhat of an advantage, as they are looking for the true conversion here. For the time being, it's being passively played. Some moves to be made. It's looking like Cat Apps to B. There are 2 players to take a fight. And Forzy's baiting the player up in Apps. And Forzy able to get the first. Very nicely done. Beastik holding firm. Ooh, spams the deagle a little bit too early, but still is able to find out one. Let me get all down to the Alive and hard. So they're stuck in a 2v3 retake all of a sudden. This isn't all too advantageous. Of course, it really comes down to timing and seeing if information will be gained early. So the Alive is able to find one and even the odds. Of course, both these players are low. Harn able to find out the first. Shock all alone. 1v2 on the retake. A single bullet to anywhere on the body of these 2 players will do the trick. But the timing, not going to be right for him. As Harn takes him out to Enterprise. Take a second. If B-Seek was able to get 2 there, that would have been absolutely massive. He held the trigger for so long, but wasn't long enough. Now, we're seeing 2 Deagles and USPSs out from centers as they look to buy into the next. Of course, Enterprise looking at an excellent 3-0 lead to get things rolling. And, oh! Nice tags and a frag to get it going. We do see Forzy and Blitz fall. USPS comes out, and there we go, Zero. Able to find out 1. He leaves it down to Zeko. Zeko looks for a shot, but not going to be able to find it. As a 3rd is achieved by Enterprise. Now, we do have the rifle round for centers to use. We'll see if Enterprise are going to be able to keep their reign of dominance going on, or if a defense from centers is looking inevitable. And so far it is. Shock, able to find L2, puts it down into a 4 versus 5. And Zero starts to rip them apart as well. Able to connect it for a nice little double. Leaves it all down to System, who's stuck now in a 1v3. He finds out the first. But he's still got a 1v4 to go. An ace to his name has to be achieved, and well, it's looking rather unlikely. Especially as Forzy will take the final shot to take the round. Alrighty. Now, looking at bit of a rifle round once again. Enterprise bonus that previous round. Carrying over Mac 10s. But now they have the AKs to work with. Of course, a bit of a haphazard buy, all things considered. Blight stuck on a Deagle. And we're going to see some aggressive positioning coming out of centers. I think 0 wants to look for a duel here in apps. For the time being, System not going to start to overpush it. Just play nice and passive. It's actually going to back off. Blitz over here, though, towards ramp. Will lose his life to Forzy. That's going to be some information gained by centers and make 0 sit in a bit more of a passive position. You're going to be looking for maybe a bit of a swing. But with this round about to come hot underway, it's a 3v5 in Enterprise while the time is ticking down. They either need to make a move or commit to the save at this point. And with 10 seconds on the clock, they don't have enough time. Save call will be made. Sinners to claim a second flawlessly. And 3 rifles to be carried over into the next. Of course, the economy not the greatest in the world for the side of Enterprise. And they're just going to have those rifles that were carried over to use. They do have a deal that's bought up in the hands of Blitz. Mangus sticking down to a Glock. In 0, looking to play aggressive. Be able to find out a little bit of damage off to begin with. System tagged down. Oh, Forzy playing aggressive with the AWP. Oh, not going to be able to win out this fight. As the Alive takes off his head. Does it quickly. We do see Zedko and Shock start to answer back, though. Trying to get back down into their advantage. Leaves the Alive, Blitz, and System alone. Well, the man advantage not in their favor. But it's gonna be good for 1, but 0 trades it back. Putting it down into a 2v3. Beastique. Gonna be looking for a bit of a swing here. Ooh. Is he gonna get checked from behind? The timing's gonna be good for him as he finds 1. Is he looking for 2 here? A System is now locked in a duel with him. And ooh, through the box. Gonna be able to find the headshot, but what is going on? Are they playing with the food here? Yeah, they were. 0 cleans it up. And Sinners goes ahead and puts it to a tie. Or rather, takes the lead. My bad. So it is tied. Oh, I just got spoiled. Leave it to me. Jesus Christ. Well, Forzy able to answer up with a quick off shot. Find 1 for themselves. Zedko, good for a kill as well. Finds out System, and well, this Deagle round not looking all too great. Of course, this is a deco. Hart & Co. looking to save up as much money as they can to allow themselves to have to buy into the next. And alrighty. Now, 4-3 on the board. And Enterprise, they have the rifles to use once again. The Sinners have been able to put up a defense over the past 4 rounds in a row. Man, they're going to look to do so again. Run boost is actually going to work out nicely. Zedko does try and get the shots midair. They don't connect up. I think he wants to re-engage this. He's looking for it, of course. It is just a deagler at the top of mid. The rest of the players right now for Enterprise are rather spread. Still trying to feel out which site they want to hit first. Ooh, Beastie. Playing a little bit too aggressive there. That's going to give away a pick. Zeko and Forzy to answer back and answer up. Forzy goes for 2 picks. Oh, Forzy! That's the way to shut down the B site, doing it in style. Leaves it all down to Mangus, who's stuck in a 1v4. But dear Lord Forzy, that was absolutely dirty. Let's take a quick look at that again. If they could give us the replay of it, please. No way. Ah. I want to see that, man. Oh, there it is. There we go. We get the first aggressive. Finds another mid, and then turns. Nice little flick shot there to find out the last of the apps. Shit. That worked nicely. Certainly denying the rifle round. Ooh, bit of a problem there mid there though. We see Mangus and Co. able to find out the first 2. We do see a trade out into the favor of Enterprise. Of course, Harn and Mangus are now both very low, but they have rifles to use. Of course, it's going to be short-lived for their other teammates, as the Alive is dispatched and eliminated. Let me get down into a 3v3. System, the only man with 100 HP, able to swing through and find a kill on the Beastie. Leaves Zero and Forzy alone in a 2v3. Nicely done. Zero able to find out 1. We do see Forzy starting to make an aggress. Gonna be found out though, leaving it all down to 0. He's going up to back off. Ooh, could be able to find out a final kill here with an HE. No. Just gonna be shy, as he does up to save, and Enterprise take a nice little eco to their name. Now, seeing it back in a 5 versus 4. Ooh. A utility coming just at the right time. Forces Zero to go ahead and back off, but Shock able to find out Mangus at the edge of a smoke. Oh, it's an initial pick for Sinners. And Enterprise look to regress here at a ramp. Or rather, it's just hard. The other part of his team starting to make their way over towards B. Still has the option to go through mid. Plenty of time on the clock to work with. But as we do tick down below a minute, we'll start to need to make a discerning effort to make it towards one of these sites. Oof. Zeko is one and done. Oh, Forzy, that is a very aggressive peek. That's all it's going to be. He's not going to be able to find anything with it. Lights to find out Shock here. As Zero looks for the refrag. Oh, Blitz! Nice little bait there. Able to pull the shots away from Zero. And well, 2v3 on the retake, and it's not looking all too hot. A save call being made. It's Enterprise. Look to keep this nice and close. Oof. Blitz was an absolute key into the round. Well, as things do get swinging, we see some aggressive stancing of Harn, and oh, might betray him. Oh, Harn! Able to peek through that. Find himself a quick kill with the up. Of course, Zedco does answer up and answer back. Able to find out 2-3. Zedco shutting it all down as Mangus and System. With the last 2 men standing, most likely looking to save as well. It's looking like Sinners might be retaking the lead here. They do seem to commit to it. 1 from Ramp, 1 from Palace. Zero being the linchpin now. If Zero gets found out, that's going to allow a plant. And Zero's going to start to gain information on it and call for a rotate, possibly, to come out. Of course, Bomb is down over on the B site. So these 2 players here are just looking to bait players away from it. And they are looking to save. Yeah, just looking to carry over these 2 rifles.
Counter-terrorists win.
As we do see Sinners retake a lead, gaining 6. You're now looking to solidify that and try and bring half to a close for themselves successfully. Ooh. Mangus gonna be mollied off to begin with. Now, it looks like Enterprise are looking to take this mid control. A Go me the side contestation. Boom. Looking to make its way there. Make its way through apps. As we do see a little bit of a boost up come out. Looking to hold control. There in snipers, and I think he's going to be able to find out Forzy here, which could be absolutely massive. Yep, it shall be. Unfortunately there for Blitz, he goes for a second, not going to be ready for it. Zedko, oh, gets away by the skin of his teeth, and Shock starts to divert. Able to find out 1-0 there for the other. As we do see these players getting picked apart on the site. Leaving Mangus alone in a 1v2. One towards ramp, one towards CT. And oh! About takes the fight. But isn't able to win it out. Zero playing passively as Blitz plays overly aggressive. Finds out the pick on the player that was making their way towards A, as the remaining players make their way towards B. The Alive is low and eliminated by Forzy, but here comes Forzy, good for a second. Oh, about gets a third, but Mangus answers up, but Kate's answered back as Sinners collect their 8th and convert the half. Now, some very nice shots out of Forzy today. He's feeling it particularly hot, it seems. And oh, it's a bit of a rush. It's working out nicely. System is able to eliminate Shock, but Zedko answers it. Able to find out a kill for himself. Of course, we're coming into round 14. Round 15 is next. And the economy going to be a little bit wonky for the side of Enterprise. Mangus all the way down at 50 bucks. For the most part, there should be a buy enabled for Enterprise to have stuff to work with. But the round going to be shortly lived and quickly dispatched, as we see 9 for Sinners. Now, we will see Zero looking to take a swing. There we go. He finds out Mangus. Gets volleyed off, but instead of running away, he runs up, able to find out a second kill. System and Blitz do get the trades, putting it down into a 3 versus 3, but the player of the Alive is extremely low. He'll be found out. The bomb is down once again. A swing by Zedko, able to find himself a second. Takes the duel with a USPS, but he should be eliminated. Oh, they're going for the knife. And we'll see Sinners go ahead and claim 10-5.
Tak já už tady mám Tomáše z Enterprise,
Oh.
ahoj.
Ahoj, ahoj všichni.
Tak Enterprise dneska hrajou zápas o 3. místo. Asi se
Hold on.
shodneme na tom, že Sinners jsou mírnými favority, budeš souhlasit. Přeci jenom kdyby náhodou z toho byla čtvrtá.
We've still got to check audio, but quickly we will be taking a bit of a break in between now and the next map, of course. Or the next half, rather. Of course, we still do have more Mirage to go. It's 10-5. Sinners leading by 5. Now going to be looking to try and close it out. This pistol could determine if we do see a comeback coming on through from Enterprise, or we can see Sinners looking to bring it closer and closer to a close in order to shut things down in a big way. But of course, only time can tell if that will be the case, and we'll be getting back underway with it at somewhat soon. A bit of a Enterprise interview with the crowd going on right now. Of course, it is in Czech, so I did mute it because we do not understand Czech here. I'm going to have to send off another DM. But it's been some fiery play so far. It was rather back and forth there in the beginning. It felt like Enterprise could have been able to go ahead, had an early dominant start to their T side. But Sinners were able to go ahead and pull it together. I think it was 9 rounds in a row to really bring it to a close. Of course, we should be back underway in a moment now. Some really nice play to come out of Sinners as well. Of course, Forzy having one of those extremely flashy moments to bring a round together. Now, we're back underway. Shots come through, and Mangus gonna be good for 1, but 0 there to trade it out. Puts it down into a 3 versus 4. At 0, in shock. Starting to crack open the site. Of course, Harn responding quickly. Finds him and the bomb. That's going to be huge. As Enterprise look to deny here on B. Of course, Shock. Ooh, Shock. Nice first shot. Finds the first. Needs to find another. Of course, Harn tucked away here at Van. Looks to find a duel, but Beefsteak to win it out. As Sinners take the 11th and the pistol to their name. Now, we do see a bit of a rush coming out. And Sinners once again hitting this B site. The Galils ringing away, leaving it all down to Mangus and the Alive. Of course, they're now just hunting down the final 2 that have Deagles. And ooh. Let's see the bomb go off. And Senators are tying rounds together here on their T side to really get it rolling. Oof. Now, 12-5. Uh-oh. Okay. A little bit weird, but we are back underway. Magus gonna be looking to hold it down, but of course the MAC-10 to ring through and start ripping them apart. He's able to find out one. But other than that, this B site once again picked apart and cleared apart. Looking to give Sinners their 13th and bring themselves within 2 of sending us to map number 2. Now, we're going to see Mangus start to play aggressive now that we're into a very important rifle round for Enterprise. Bit of a must-win situation. And the 2 initial shots done by Harn, not going to be connecting up. As utility is put out and the plant is good for Centers. Retake and a 5v5 approach going to be coming. Borzy blinded out and eliminated. Will be the first to fall for Sinners. As the Alive eliminates Zetko. Now looking for the hold. Shock and Beastie answers up. Finds one each. Puts it down into a 2v3 though as Mangus and System find one each. Beastie finds one, playing around the site. Oh man, the time is so low. Oh no! Enterprise not gonna be able to pull it together as Sinners take themselves 14. Now, coming to what could be map point here on Mirage Centers. We're looking to hit possibly this B site. There's only one player here to refute it if they do opt for it, but they don't have the information just yet. Of course, Magus making his way back from short. As Zadko gets ripped away at, tagged down to 41. And eliminated by System. Shock going to be tagged rather low as he looks to play aggressive. Harn and Blitz and Khan getting ready for an altercation. Looks Looks like Josh will be the first to swing. Able to find out one. BC, good for the other. Trades it out evenly. Force with Blitz, good for one. And Forzy. Uh-oh. Don't be able to react quick, though. There we go, Zero. He finds one, leaves it down into a 2v2. Of course, Mangus trading it nice and even. But the time ran way too low for Sinners, as they do save over the rifles. And Enterprise finally claim a 6th. Ooh. Nope, Zetko able to find out one. That allows them to explode out onto this B site. No one here to hold it. And the alive Harn and Blitz, they start to look for a retake. Unfortunately there for Blitz. Oh, he wins out that duel. And the B site, uh-oh, could be looking kind of risky here. Zero, he's got the bomb, but he's in the back line. All the way in back apps, he could look to rotate towards A. Of course, there are still two players to hold it down. Blitz looks to find a duel. If Blitz falls, that's going to allow Zero to make a move. But it comes down to it, and oh my lord, Blitz denying it once again. Oof, Forzy. Looking extremely hot. Gets two. Unfortunately there for Zero. He'll fall, and that's the bomb. No more time. That'll be the round. Going the way of Enterprise. Being saved by the skin of the teeth of Hard to collect a 7. Nice. But now back onto it. 14-7. Zeko looking for a swing. Ooh, doesn't get the timing on the 1. Information to be had, though. And some initial shots going either way. But not too much damage to be done just yet. We'll start to see some moves. Look to come out of Sinners, possibly towards this A site this time. They've had a lot of success on the B site in the beginning of this half, but that seemingly has fallen away in Enterprise. I've been able to put these retakes together. Harn able to find out the first. Of course, Forzy. What? Looks to find a duel, but opts to retreat instead. As the man advantage will be gained by Enterprise, and the Alive gaining so much room. The push comes out, and ooh, the alive or system takes a duel with Zedko. Both of them tagged down critically. And the moves will start to be made. Nice shot by Zedko. There's one. Looking for another. Oh, Beastie, good for the other, but Blitz, good for two. Leaves it down into a 2v2. Oh, Harn finding one onto Forzy through the box. Leaves it down to Shock. Shock, 1v2 to try and find Max point. He finds the first. Looking for the second. Oh, the timing not going to work out for him. And Enterprise clinched that round, and oh, man, that was extremely close. By Shocked nearly to find the 1v2. Now, we do see the initial picks going back and forth and up to use for Forzy. Meanwhile, the rest of them stuck down on Deagles and Tech 9. Looking like an explosive A hit. To possibly come out. And that does seem to be the name of the game. Bit of a waterfall from Palace as Blitz finds out the first. Forzy is looking for the shot. He's the linchpin in this round. If he can find out more than one, things will be looking good. But as his team falls away, it's up down to Forzy. No, timing. What? They haven't peeked him. I thought they would have there. But not much to be done. And save call to be made, most likely. Ooh, I don't think that's going to be allowed, though. I think System might be able to find him after time. Never mind. He dies during time. That's going to allow a buy-up nonetheless. As Enterprise are clawing their way back. Here in the second half on their CT side. Now, we do look at the full rifle round to come through. Forzy with the up and some aggressive moves by Sinners on the A. Of course, the plant has already come through. It's a 4v5, so it's advantageous for Enterprise to retake here. They're able to find the player that was lurking up in mid. That's Beastie. Already done and dusted. And now Zedko starts to answer up and answer back. Finds one on the Magus. Brings it down to a 4 versus 4. Of course, still holding on sight as the retake looks to come underway from Jungle and CT. Shock looking to hold it down on sight. We see Zedko find one. Zedko good for two. Looking for another. Zero claims a kill, but the Alive finds one before he falls. In 15 map point achieved by Sinners Esports. Now, coming into what could be the final round of this matchup, Blitz answers up with a big first. Able to outdo Forzy there. brings a man advantage over to the side of Enterprise. Of course, Enterprise are fighting for survival here on their map pick of Mirage. And avoiding going to overtime for Sinners is going to be clinical. Mangus gonna be able to find out too. Looks for another. Oh, Mangus not gonna be able to find the final. There we go. There's the final shot onto him. Leaves it down to Zeko. Zeko baits a shot, looking for a duel, but he's in a 1v4. And well, this is rather unlikely. 27 seconds on the clock. Not enough time. No bomb to work with. This will be another round going the way of Enterprise to claim 10 and keep their survival here on map 1 going. There we go. Now, we come back underway. Of course, Sinners, bit of a deco. Enterprise going to be looking to go ahead and claim 11 here. But so far, Zero keeping it nice and even. Answers up, finds it down to a 1v1. Or down to a 1v1 trade. Harn dances with death for a minute there. Still, it's rather slow. This wouldn't be a great look for Enterprise to drop here now. As we do see Sinners looking to explode. Out towards the speed shot. And System able to find out too. Forzy, what? Able to find out too immediately. Didn't even get to see what he did there. He shuts it down and shuts him up. And Sinners take the first map of Mirage and look to move on to Overpass. That's their map pick coming up next. And man, oh man, that's a way to do it. Not a oh-so one-sided affair, but it was still rather dominant by Sinners. A good run by them to get things going. Of course, this matchup's still not up just yet. We've got another map coming up, at least, coming up on Overpass. So, folks, we've still got quite a bit to go in the day. Of course, later on, in about 2 hours, we have the Echelon versus Bad News Eagles matchup coming up after that. That'll be a grand final matchup, best of 3 to determine who's taking the title home. So, folks, Don't go anywhere. Taking a bit of a break in just a few moments. We are in between maps, so we can rest between fiery maps. Of course, we'll be back in a few. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll talk to you guys after the break. But of course, Lower Pass is up next. So, see you guys in a few. Hope you guys have enjoyed. As we do see a 5 versus 4. Shock. Ooh, able to find out what it got. Starts to open up parts of the map for Sinners to use. Of course, there's a lot of long movement looking to come out as Enterprise looks to play a hold. Oh, Harden being found out there from short. Gonna be Kryptonite for the safe site. As Mangus and System are now alone in a 2v5. I have to opt to save. As a plant looks to go towards A. I think Shock's going to be hunting. He does have 9 HP to his name. But carrying over the AK would be absolutely massive for their economy. We need to see Sinner start to build it up. As we do see Enterprises starting to break down. We should be seeing a bit of an eco out of Enterprise. Carrying over these 2 rifles could be huge for their firepower. To allow a possible conversion if things work out there for System and Mangus. Yeah, full 5 save for Sinners. 3 on the board. They bring it 5-3. Of course, Sinners not comfortable just yet. Still down by 2. While Enterprise got to look to try and savor their lead for as long as they can. No. That's, ooh, Mangus. Got me able to find out that first. That's what I was talking about. Saying System and Mangus activate here are going with the linchpin of Enterprise. Are going to convert this round. And for the time being, they're playing it rather smartly as well. No. Shots. Start to come out. The speech deacon Forzy. Alright, we'll find one. Ooh! Rather close. Ooh, there's gonna be a drop down. One pushes up. 0 finds a kill on the alive. It's Harn and Blitz. Look to find a conversion. Harn coming up from the back lines. Blitz finds one from the side. Leaves it down to Beastie. This could be absolutely massive. Looking for a swing. Things aren't looking good. Harn watching for his angle. Finds the kill. An Enterprise take their 6th. Seek. We'll be able to have one. There's Blitz for the other. Blitz shuts things down. leaves it to 4Z, 0 Zedco. No. As we see 4Z find one. And oh, Mangus! There for the other. It leaves it down into a 2v2, and Zero's taking control of the B site. There's no one here to refute him, which could be huge. The rotates start to make their way. Zero looking to take control of Heaven. And Graffiti, possibly. It's really going to come down to timing. Zedco needs to get towards site. Oh, ducks away, and Zedco finds the kill and gives room for Zero to play. Ain't gonna be good on the B site, leaving it down to System. In a 1v2 retake, this is looking unlikely with the post-plant positions taken up as well as they are. They start to make their way out. System edging their way closer and closer. Looks for the first shots. Pops down a flash. In the smoke. Trying to get the defuse. Could be able to do it. Oh no! System! We're gonna see the ninja defuse work out through a hail of bullets. And Enterprise to take the round. Oh, what an explosive way for that round to end. Centers spraying with 2 AKs, not able to find him out before time. Allowing him to get the defuse. Oh, that's extremely rough. Man, oh man, Enterprise. They've hit 7 and bringing them within 1 of converting the half at 8, making Centers play a game of catch-up. Now, ooh. We'll see this full rifle round coming underway. They're looking to go towards a blitz. Able to start things off, but it's short-lived. Oh, Mangus sitting in a key position right now. Able to find out 1. Could be good for 2, but no more than that. It's hard. Looks to take a duel. Misses the op shot. That could be costing him his life. He does collect up 1 combat hopping. Nearly gets a second. But it's trade out evenly as Forzy is alone with the bomb. And he's going to look to find a duel. Oh, he's closing in quickly. MP9 in hand. That could be bad. And it is. System to take another round and collect the up. Allowing it 8 to be put together for Enterprise, converting the half for themselves. Now, we do see things back underway with Zedko playing quickly out through Monster. Looking like a bit of a B hit, and it's working out nicely, but here's Harn. Able to deny bomb for the time being, along with Mangus. To shut it down and shut it up. Moving it down to Zedko and Beastique. Molotov comes out. That pulls Mangus away from his position, but he's able to tuck back in before Zedko falls. And now Beastique all alone. He's in a 1v2. Needs to find them both. He brings a shot out. Gonna give away his location. And oh, Mangus peeks up. Whips his shots in the beginning. About gets caught. But nonetheless cleans it up and puts another round on the board for Enterprise. Their CT side looking rather strong. Now, Harn able to find out one. Looking for another, of course. Just a solo AK to use it. Now another. It's Forzy. Finds a deagle shot. Beastique able to get some long-range taps in with that MAC-10 to find a kill. Trades it back down to even. That's Mangus. He's able to find out Beastique in trade. Uh-oh. Dream glitches out a bit. As Mangus finds one, looks for another, duels away with Zeko. Not sure if he got it. He did. Leaves it all down to Forzy, who's stuck in a 1v3. AK in hand, finds the first. Able to execute the alive. 30 seconds on the clock. Playing with space. He's fooled Mangus for the time being. Could be able to find his back. Does do so. And puts in a 1v1. Making this possible. Finding out system is the name of the game. He's not sure of where the position is. 16 seconds, 15, 14. Time ticking down. He's got to make a move. He looks the wrong way, and system takes him out for a double-digit scoreline. Enterprise with 10 on the board. Now, full buy round. As we do see Beastique moving things up over towards its A side. Of course, Jock System trading it back and forth, puts it down into a 3v4. Hard. Executes another to even the odds. Chalk's already onto the site. course, there's no one on site to take fight direct, but he's going to look to try and edge his way through the smoke here at garbage bin, maybe. As a plant on the site looks to come out towards Dice. Ooh, actually, they look to take fight here. The light takes through, sees two. They're going to drop down towards B, and one rotates through Con. This is going to be a mistake. Borzy remains on site to find the rotators. And centers are going to get plant looking for 4. Save call to be made. Sinners to hit 4 on the board. As they try and bring this 10-5 to the half. Right now, the fight for survival here at the end of the half for Enterprise in the series. It's looking quite strong. They've been able to hit double digits. Could look 11-4. To really give them a nice advantage. Of course, the buy not there for them. As the AKs are in hand, but 2 MP9s and a dig to use. Ooh. Shock. Not able to find the timing on these players. Looking for a headshot, but nothing to be collected yet. Borzy smoked off, throws a shot through the smoke. Nothing to be found with it though. Oh, Blitz, the timing. Was able to find out one, of course, but of course, it's down into the 3 versus 4. We're going to be seeing a retake now. Enterprise will be looking to deny 10-5. But they will all be picked away. And Harn, now last man standing, looks to grab himself the kit, but the offer of Forzy to take him out at the end of the half. 10-5. Enterprise in the lead by 5. Only need 5 more to send us to map points and map number 3. Things are looking good for them as they fight for survival. Things are looking quite nice. Of course, we're going to be taking a bit of a break. We'll be back soon.
This is the objective that's gonna make the difference. By a single ticket. Oh! They can't make it!
Začíná tě nudit, co máš rád. A říkáš si, něco tomu chybí. Ztrácíš vášeň u věcí, které miluješ. A nebo si víc na telefonu, než v samotném ději. Přitom stačí tak málo a můžeš to celé změnit. S největší komunitou sázkařů a jejími hvězdami dáš novou energii každé sportovní události. Tipsport. Největší komunita sázkařů.
Moments out of Enterprise, who had a lackluster showing on Mirage. So certainly a good start for them to keep this series alive and try to secure third place. But only time can tell if they're going to be allowed to do so. But man, oh man, I have a feeling this is going to keep being tight. Seems like they're just relaxing for the time being. It looks like we'll get underway now. As we do see things get rolling once again into the pistol. And ooh, Zedko starts things off with a frag of his own. Finds out system. Nice little tap to do the trick. Puts it down into a 4 versus 5. There is some control being taken up slowly but surely by these players from Enterprise looking for bathrooms and long. And Forzy about to take an altercation. Loses his fight with Blitz. He'll be traded out to even. Oh, Blitz. Just playing with their minds right now. Might get the timing on the B-Steak, and there it is. Blitz for a second. It's hard. We trade it right back down into a 3v3. Angus will be able to find out Shock, who's playing a little bit brazenly. As moves are being made, Zedko trades it still. Keeping it nice and even, making this very doable, and oh, Zero finds the bomb planter through the smoke. And now it's down to Mangus, and he knows he has to take the fight. Finds the first. This is doable. Puts it down to a 1v1. It's against Zedko, and oh, Mangus! Gonna be able to find out the headshots, and Enterprise claim their 11th and gets the ball rolling on their T side. Now, as the Deucey Zanko, Ooh, about looks for a third, but this Deco able to do some good damage, not conversion available, but damage is done and rifles are taken out of their hands, looking for another Beastie. Chasing one, is aware that they could be coming here, looks for another headshot, not gonna be able to find it. That'll be the round. Going the way of Enterprise once again. We're into a USPS round for the side of Sinister, just looking to deal damage. B6 able to find one before he falls. 4Z's good for a second. 13 for the side of Enterprise. And right now, we're looking at the map poll being 1-1 possibly. If Enterprise can close things out in the next 3 rounds. Of course, Sinners now going to have rifles to use here for their CT side, so things could begin to change. But they've got a long ways to do it, and they've got to do it flawlessly if they want to somehow do this in a 2-0 fashion. Oh, Beastie. The timing is rough on Blitz. Checks the other side of Fountain and loses his head. Zanko, keeping it nice and even. Putting it down into a 4 versus 4. System gonna be good for 1. System good for 2 as well. Leaves it down to 4Z and 0. The B's site is collapsed. And Enterprise look at 14, while the remaining 2 look to save. A 2v4 retake, it's just not all possible. As we see Enterprise edge it closer and closer. To the end of the map. Ooh. Now, into what could be the final rifle round for Sinners at the end of this matchup. We see Mangus. Find out too. Chuck, Zero, falls, Zenko. Falls as well as 14 does get trade. Beastie tries to peek through it. Oh, it's brutal. The final two in Khan fall through. And 15 is achieved. Map points for Enterprise. Now, ooh. Oh, Forzy. Gonna be able to find out one. Of course, they're able to afford up a little bit of a buy into this one. Their utility, a little bit lackluster, but it's something to work with as they now fight for survival. Zero and Blitz trading it back and forth. Well, Sinners keep an advantage. Blitz is caught in system, is alone in a 1v3. And ooh, system. Looks for one. There's a kill. Brings it down into a 1v2. Starts to aggress. Fakes it. Oh, doesn't get the... Oh, gets away from Zero barely. But the cost of his health. He's tagged down and eliminated by Zedko, who cleans up the round and Sinners survive another. Now, as we do see another one underway, Beastie peeks out aggressively to find a quick kill. The flash from Forzy doing wonders. Looks for another. Beastie shuts it down. Air construction as well. Leaving it down to the final three of Enterprise. For the time being, it's starting to feel like Sinners might be able to do some good work. Bring this map a little bit closer in scoreline, but they've still got to do it completely flawlessly. It's going to be rather unlikely as Blitz is able to eliminate the other B of Beastie. Quick shot from Harn. Trades it down to even. And puts it down to a 3v3. Of course, with Zero finding out the first. And Blitz getting themselves a trade. Leaving it all down to Hard, who's stuck in a 1v2 in no time. Sinners keep their survival going. No. As we do look at things coming on our way. It will be rather slowly played. See Beastie starting to choke up here on long. Got some good work. And Enterprise looking to make a last-minute approach towards this A site. We see Forzy answer up, eliminates the alive. Forzy could be a linchpin into this round to deny plant. But Blitz quickly takes on his head. Molotov is put down. System and Blitz good for one each, but Zetko, they're gone, deals the damage and stalls them out. They rotate down towards B. They've got barely any time on the clock. They've got to get plant now. 5, 4, and it's too late. Round is up, and an 8 for Sinners. They're a fox? They're a wild animal in the arena? Did you guys hear that? Not sure what that noise was. Sinners have certainly brought it back within 8. As they look to continue here on their CT side. Desperately looking to push it into overtime here on Overpass. Well, Zetko looks to play for a swing. It's not going to work out for him. Leaving it down to the alive system. Not 3v2. Looking to take towards this B site. Player to watch out for here is going to be Shock. Playing over here at barrels for the time being. Plays around the smoke. Looks for a duel. Misses the initial. System finds the other. Leaves it down to Forzy. Forzy stuck in a 1v1. Plays quickly. Looks to get up. Bomb is planted though. Makes his way around, gets into Monster, finds the back, and oh, the timing's all off. We'll see the reposition, and Enterprise take the map. They're at 16. GG's, GG's. Of course, we're not done just yet. We're heading into map number 3. It's going to be up on the docket next. Once again, we head back to Inferno for the decider. Of course, we're not done just yet. We've still got He rings out, but the alive quickly with the USPS. Brings it back, puts it back down to a 4 versus 4. Oh, system. Very nicely done. Quick kill, hard, good for one as well. Zero trades it back. That P250 doing work. But a 2v3. Try and still take towards his A site. It's looking extremely rough. Still, they look to be committed. System rotating over from CT. Making his way from library. Meanwhile, the terrorist of sinners possibly looking to pop out. Still have 40 seconds on the clock to work with. They can rotate towards B. Maybe try and pull a player away from the site. Pull the last one. Pull the anchor. But really, it all comes down to timing now. As we begin to dip below 30 seconds, they're going to start to make their move. And Zero answers up with the first frag. The alive still sitting on site. Could be able to find out one. Good timing on him. Finds out the shot on Zero. Leaves it all down to B-Seek. B-Seek wins out his duel and puts it down to a 1v1. Going to be able to get plants here. Has to find out Blitz next. Blitz aggressing quickly. Sees him. Sees his edge. Sees him rolling around. But Blitz falls as well as B-Seek takes the shot and finishes the round to take the first for Sinners. A big opener. For Sinners to get things going. Things were looking extremely rough for them as they were stuck in a 2v4, but certainly they were able to bring it back. And bringing it back in a big way they did. Horsey. Ooh. Timing's not going to be good on that. But it looks like they're going to look to hit A again, if possible. Bomb's posture for it. Utility is prepped. And execute looks inevitable. Arches. All is smoked. And the push through short looking to commence. Beastique is hiding in the edges. Pushing through, nothing to be found out just yet. Falls back. Oh, he fell back a little bit too far. There is one that made it through hard. Not gonna be able to find anything with it though. As Beastique jumps around and System gets the trade. System looking for another, not gonna be able to do so. Leaves it all down to Blitz, who has an MP9, a Dream, and a 1v3 attempt. Looks like he will be opting to save off that MP9 in his next round, have a little bit of extra firepower, which is fairly understandable for the situation. But that's going to be a 2-0 lead for Sinners. Looking at a possible third. Alrighty. Now, 2-0. Sinners leading quite nicely. Of course, they're going to be looking to solidify that, put a third on the board. Make things quite rough for Enterprise here on their CT side. Of course, gaining and holding the lead is going to be another matter. The rifle round will be coming up in just a moment. Blitz already has lost his life, though. He was the only one with any sort of weaponry. But The B250 that was bought up does some work. Does Harn have a weapon? Does he? Or is HUD glitched? HUD's glitched. Okay, I was a little bit concerned. And ooh, Zedko sneaks his way up, able to find out a quick kill, finds the head of the alive, looks for another, wins out the duel, 4Z, find the final 3-0 lead. That's the lead solidified, and now they're just going to be looking to maybe do one more as the rifle round comes up. This is the round where it's going to get kind of hot and dicey. Now, we're going to be seeing the side of Enterprise put up a bit more of a defense there than the previous 2 rounds. And this is where things should begin to look quite a bit more hot in between them. It looks like a bit of an A execute being thrown, giving them some room to move towards short if possible. Still, they can rotate over towards B extremely quickly. But something to note is the choke up that's happened. Blitz and System looking to control Banana versus reacting to it. Could be the difference maker, but a wrap through arches looking to come through from centers. Could present a bit of a sight. To the side of center, System is watching for it, looking for one, spots him out, finds out Shock. That's one of the rappers eliminated. And a bit of control made. The Molotov's going to find him out. System is able to find a kill before he falls. And Beastique really going to be responsible for finding out these rotators. If he can find them all, that's going to be extremely important. The spray down not going to be good, though. He's all down to 4Z. 4Z, 1v4, not going to be good for it. And Enterprise will take their first. Now, we're going to see Blitz looking to swing through. He's able to do so successfully. The Molotov will pull him out, but blinded. Oh, Beastique is saved barely by Shock. They look to swing onto the man of Harn, but Harn able to find a kill nonetheless. All of a sudden, it's down to 4Z and 0. 2v3. Got to start to look for some map control, but 30 seconds on the clock and bomb all the way down at ramp. If we're going to see this site cracked open, Zero's got to do it. And it's going to come down to timing. Mangus holding in Boiler could be kryptonite. Let's think if this is reality. And oh, I think it's going to be. Right now, the timings aren't too kind to him. Plant's going to be allowed, but he's ahead of the Molotov. He's got 2 HP and a drain. And Mangus is able to find out Forsey. Leaves it down to 0. 0, 1v2. Doesn't find out Harn, though. Harn takes him away. And Enterprise take a second. Very well done by the side of Enterprise to go ahead and bring it back within 1. They're looking at a tied game possibly now. And alrighty. Now, 2 to 3. No buy up for Sinners. Tech 9 type of round. Just gonna be looking to deal damage if they can get a plant here to get the extra money. That could be rather influential to break the tie into their favor, but we'll see if that's possible. We're gonna have to duel with Mangus first. But with Zero and Shock starting to make their way up, this hit's looking inevitable. That HG is going to be quite chunky. And Splits is able to find 2. The Alive, good for the other. And now Beastie all alone. Tech 9, Dream, a 1v5, and no kills to his name. As the tied game is achieved by Enterprise. 3 and 3 on the board. No. Ooh, Zero. Able to find out 1, but Harn looking very good with the up. Able to find himself a quick kill. Oh, set kill. Oh, such a good position. He only gets 1 with it. But he's able to get heavy tags on the system as well. System looked like he did want to reaggress, but opts not to. And man, oh man. Put down to a 3v3. Someone to watch out for here is going to be Beastie. He's over here in Grill. I think he got here silently as well. Yeah, they seem to have no idea. Ooh. Beastie's in such a good position. Of course, he hasn't locked down the site just yet. He needs to eliminate system first for that to be achieved. But that smoke, and oh, he's watching for it. There it is. Finds the kill. And oh, the miss by Hard. If he had hit that shot, that would have been absolutely enormous. The retake not available. As Shock finds him rotating out. As we do see another rifle round underway. Sinners, of course, were able to break the tie back into the favor. And oh, Zeko eating at HE. Gonna be extremely low here. But no initial picks to be made. Still very slow passive play as these players from Sinners feel out the map looking for the information. Gonna be able to gain a little bit. They gotta be careful of Harn though. Sitting at this gap of the smoke. Could be in a position to come up huge. Mangus. Looking to hold a boiler. Looks for Zero. Zero gets the information, backs off of it. Falls back extremely quickly. Hard though. He's able to find out Shock there. He was looking to aggress from Arch side. That won't be allowed. And a rotate towards B will be called. One player's falling back. There's gonna be a smoke thrown, and there's a big gap in it. Oh, there's not. My bad. No. Flex able to find one nonetheless. Forzy does get the trade. We do the system. Oh, hard. Get a kill through the smoke. Leaves it all down to Zero all of a sudden. Bombs planted. He's well away though, and I think safe call's been made. Oh man, oh man. That round fell apart, and part of it was due to luck there. And Enterprise gonna be tying it right back on together. We'll see it tied up. Now, oh, system! Dear God! Suppose that's a way to do it. Hit HE to shut it down. Also, chat. The B&E game will be happening right after this one. For those of you that has been spamming the chat for the past, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Now, as we do see things underway, it's 4 versus 5. Harn does find one. Of course. Putting it down into a 3v4. Makes it quite rough. And, oh, Blitz swings through. That was really aggressive. Beastie trades it back as well. As the Alive is all alone. Now, the Alive is all alone. Just looking to save over his rifle. Of course, plenty of money for the side of Enterprise to use, even though we're back in a tied game. Because boy, oh boy. We're looking at a back and forth one. Forzy gonna be able to find one on the system as the initial picks will be made by centers over towards the B site. There is a player still to fight it back. That's the Alive. He is playing behind the smoke. He's gonna be looking for a swing most likely now that he's been able to isolate it a little bit. Of course, there is still some pressure over towards A being applied very slowly and carefully. Not showing it just yet, but that's Shock and Zero looking to do something with it. Ooh, Harden. Just for one, he answers up. Of course, Mangus is still here as well. Mangus could be able to find one as well. I think he's one and done in this position. But, oh, swings through. He might be able to get away. He looks to regress the angle as Mangus finds the second, leaving it all down to Beastie as Zero falls. And man, oh man, it's fallen apart on the A site. Beastie finds one, but gets found out from the back. That will be Enterprise taking the round once again. And things are looking rather good for him. House of aggression up towards this B side. Blitz. Ooh, Lux taking duel. Won't be able to do so. BC quickly dispatches him. Of course, System does answer back, looking for one. The alive who rotate over through CT. Gonna be taken care of, but System keeping the fight alive. Puts it down into a 2v3. Looks for another. Wins out duel. Oh, System! Nice little 4K for himself to go ahead for Enterprise to take yet another. Now, of course, with System looking really good this round to collect the 7th for his team. They're looking to convert the half successfully on their CT side. Now, as Deegs look to come out from centers. And oh, beasting! I mean, good for a nice little 1 dig before he falls. It puts it down into a 3v4. Of course, this being a deco from centers, we're looking for the buy up into the next. Now, Zedko, the only man with a rifle right now, looks to make his way up, of course. Gotta be careful. One playing over here towards the flower pot. Slugs to take shots, and the alive is gonna be good for it. Finds the kill. 4Z, all alone. Looks to find something with the Glock, but no chance of it. That'll be an 8.5 converted for the side of Enterprise. For now, Sinners have to play catch up, and they're certainly going to want to. Oh, nicely done by Enterprise to go ahead and clean it up. Of course, Sinners, they're around the heels, down by 3. Currently, would definitely like to go ahead and get themselves a bit of an 8-7 scoreline. So far, it's slowly played. Sinners, they need to start making their move in just a moment. It does seem like they're prepped to go towards A. Of course, the bomb all the way down and ramp. Meaning they can definitely rotate towards the B site, but it seems like they'll commit. The move to be made, the utility put out. And the hold looking to come out from Enterprise. 3 players to take fight. As Shock is one of the first to aggress. Swings through, finds the first. Trades come through back and forth. The alive, Harn and Mangus all fall, leaving Blitz in system all alone. Now, 8-6 Sinners within 2. Could be looking at 8-7, could be looking at 9-6, either one. Rather feasible for both these teams, of course. Nice will remain in the lead. And the Alive playing as quickly as he is, as aggressively as he is, will look to solidify things. Oh, Mangus looking to come up as well. The light will fall. Oh, Mangus, the timing's all wrong. The flash from Hard fully blinds him out. And we see it trade back down to even as Blitz aggresses through Banana. Finding out kill on the beach deep. Now, as moves get made, Sinners looks to waterfall out of apps. System will be there to respond first, but second as well. As Zero and Shock open up the site. And puts it all down to Blitz. Blitz 1v. Looking to make their way out. The peek through, and oh, Shucksy takes off his head and brings it 8-7. Sinners down by 1. But Enterprise currently up, looking to take it even further. Of course, we'll be taking a bit of a break in between now and then. So, folks, we'll be coming into the second half in the next few moments. Oh, please.
Tak my už jsme tady, já mám tady
Don't go
vedle
anywhere.
Geta fanouška Sinners, ahoj.
Ahoj.
See you guys in a
Tak
few.
my jsme tě měli možnost vidět i na tom prvním podniku v Bratislavě, což teda je poměrně daleko.
Shock's not able to get anything done. Of course, it's now all down to the final two towards sight, and Zenko's able to answer up with one before he falls. Beastic is rather low. Rotate coming through from Forzy. He gets some shots off, but all tags. Not finding a frag just yet. Here we go. Beastic's good for one. Puts it down into a 2v3. Makes it retakeable. This Beastic for another. Before is he all alone. 1v2. They're split up. He needs to make a move, and he needs to get the information on how far they are away. He looks to aggress through Banana, trying to find this player out. But with time running low, no kit, well, things are looking dire. Forzy's going to find the final. He's going back off. Of course, Mangus still living. Both will look to save over what they have. Now, rolling back into it, it's 9-7. And Enterprise have taken the lead. Of course, there's a force up from both squads. Deagles in the hands of Sinners. Meanwhile, Kalashnikovs, Galils, and MAC-10s to work with. A little bit of information going to be gained there. Swinging through, the Alive finds a kill. Ooh, Forzy and Co stacked up here. They must take a fight. But he falls, and they're not going to be expecting him. Zedko now showing a bit of trigger display. Likes to... Oh, man. It's not panned out either time. It's looking quite rough. Keep checking these angles. Absolutely dicing away these players. Leaves it all down to Shock, and Zero most likely looking to opt to save. Now, we're going to be seeing Enterprise start to show a little bit of Banana presence. Of course, they still do remain in apps. At least one player lurking around. Bit of a B-side stack for Sinners coming out here. Certainly going to be looking to try and play for the firefight. But we'll see how this pans out. As we see Utility get prepped, this could be a dicey type of round for the side of Enterprise, and it proves to be so. Players start falling left, right, and center. Hard and the Alive get dispatched, and rifles are picked up for the center side. That's going to be nice for them as they do rotate over. Zedko going to be boasting up that Kalashnikov, while Forzy will hold on to the FAMAS. Players from the T side of Enterprise rotating over towards A, but of course they're going to be met. Zedko looks for the duel, wins out his first, and Blitz falls all of a sudden down to a 2v3. Now with System and Mangus holding on to the site. A retake here from Centers looks inevitable. The time ticking rather low. No kits to use. Barely any utility. And Zero now going to be holding on to that AK. They start to make their way up. They've got to play quick. They've got to find these players immediately. They pop a flash up. They start looking for him. First shots are rang out. And Mangus and System hold it down. No time to do it in. And Enterprise take another. Now, as we do see the full rifle round, Centers gonna be looking to try. They start looking to even it up. They take a lot of Panetta control, playing quite brazenly. They do relinquish it quite quickly. And Enterprise prepped up and set up to go towards A. Smokes towards archers to be thrown, but it is a full fake. They're pulling one rotate over. Information to be had. Zedko puts down a smoke, looks to execute through it. Finds one, rotates over, finds another. There's two, there's three. Zedko comes up huge. Of course, V-Stick there as well. He finds out one before he falls. And now it's all down to System, and his life is short-lived. That'll be 8 for Centers. Is that the Colonel? Was that the Colonel from KFC? No. As we do see another round underway, I do have to say Enterprise's buy here is quite scuffed. They don't have the economy to buy up here. This should be 9 for Centers. Enterprise should have a comparable buy to come into round 21. But it's really going to come down to see if momentum can be built for Centers. And oh, bit of a swing there. Beastie going to be found out. Forzy does get a trade. Zedko's still on site to take a fight. Puts down utility, looks to play behind it. But these players from Enterprise, learning from the previous round, opt not to challenge the smoke. They back off pretty quickly, looking to go towards A. Of course, Shock and Zero. We're going to be here to take fight. Bit of spray coming on through. I think that one's been a mistake. It gave room for Shock to get the kill. Zero there for one as well before they both fall. Leaving it all down to the man of Zedko, who's in a 1v2. Harn is low. He has utility, or a kit, but no utility to use. And finding out Mangus and Harn immediately. It's the name of the game. So far, no information, but he gives up a bit on its own. Taps bomb, spots out Mangus. Has the information on him. Opens himself up for the fight. But the time is so low. Finds the first. He knows he has to hold. Gonna just jump on it. Harn starts to jump around. Oh, he tries for it. But Harn gets the kill, but falls after the bomb goes off. Now, Hart going to be able to flank two. Blitz there for the other. A Shock and Beastie are all of a sudden all alone. And Enterprise are down in a 1v4 already. Things are looking rather swell for them.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
13 on the board for Enterprise. The CT side just can't seem to cut it right now. And now, as it is 13-8, Center stuck back on a deco, and Enterprise prepping for 14. Will still be played out cautiously. They know running into a D stack, USPS stack, 5-7 stack, it's a deadly affair. Zeko looks for a swing. Yeah, not going to be able to find anything out with it. Get some heavy tags. System extremely low. An inch within his life. And oh, swing, nothing. D-Stick still on site though. And oh, system to take off his head. Leaves it down to 0. 0, 1v5. Will he get 5 or will he get 0? There are two that are rather low. Finding out the alive and system could be rather nice. Take away some weaponry from the side of Enterprise, but oh, Blitz to take off his head. Now, as we see 14 on the board. Oh no. Oh no, Zetko. Oh. Oh no. Well, that's rather unfortunate. Alright, well, bit of a TK to come out due to Molotov. An explosion looking to come out towards the side. Shock is able to find 1-0 with the other. Keeps it into favor. And right now, it's a rather confused play by Sinners, but it seems to be working. as Hard and Blitz are all alone. And Blitz starts to activate. Hard, of course, stuck. 34 HP. Not gonna be feeling all too good. Ooh, Hard. Man. Oh, 4Z! Dear God, that's quick. Leaves it all down to Blitz. Blitz 1v3, finds one, nope, but no more than that. Now, we do see 14-9. Zedko playing aggressive, gets one, but no more than that. Shock there to pick up the pieces. Stop the approach for the time being. Puts down some utility. Needs to play for it. Knows that there's one pushing. Knows there's two. Gets them both. Oh, bit brace in play there from Enterprise. Not going to be able to secure the site with like that, but... Oh, no, Forzy. Missing that off shot. Looks a little rough and hard. We found out as well. Now, 14-10. Enterprise, a bit of a bite. They have two rifles to use. An AK in the hands of Harn and System. Meanwhile, some upgrade pistols for the rest. Now, as we do see Zedko and Beastie continue to shut things down the B site. Hard does start to open it back up, but Zedko and Zero rotating over. We'll find the final three. Insiders start to bring it closer and closer. And now, to see more moves once again. It's 14-11. Center's back within 3. And Enterprise stuck back down on another Deagle Tech 9 type of buy. They do have an AK that was bought up in a hero form. We're going to be looking for System. They need to play clinically in order to close things out for his team. Still need to put through and Zero and shot. Rack them up, but also get knocked down themselves. Putting it in 2 versus 3. Oh, Forzy loses his fight out System, leaving it all down to Beastie. Zedko. Now, both have rifles to use here. The more Kalashnikovs, a single flash on either side. And Zedko is gingerly starting to peek up. Of course, Harn in the hold for maps could be a bit of a linchpin if they don't check him out. There you go. He finds out one. Beastie. Looking for a 2. Gets on top of the box. Doesn't see system in time. And match point, series point is achieved for Enterprise. Nicely done by Zero and Shot to knock them down, but system firing on all cylinders is able to do so much work for his team with that Hero AK to allow match point to be hit. Now, looking at 3 A1Ss, 2 MP9s to hold it off for centers. We'll see Forzy able to find out the first on the system. Hero of the previous round. 3 eliminated into this one. As Zedko tries to shred away at them, but gets tagged down and trade. Looks for one, but will fall due to low HP. And Mangus and Blitz. Now just Blitz. All alone. In a 1v4. Looking at most likely a 12th here for centers. To look for the push for OT. Blitz, of course, having to save.
Counter-terrorists win.
No. 15-12. Centers, they need 3 in a row to take us to overtime. It's doable. If not a little bit rough. Only time can tell if they'll be able to achieve it, though. And Enterprise, once again, a bit of a scuffed by. They have 3 AKs to use this time, but still stuck on 2 pistols. A Glock and P250 to do the work. And bare bones utility. To use for a take as well. Of course, they do look to hit B. 2 players to hold that down. That's Zedko. And Beastie looking to do so. Beastie looks to swing up with an MP9. But not going to be able to find anything with it. HE's put down. Little bit of damage. Counter utility to be played. And Zedko looks to watch for the smoke. That's going to stall out Enterprise for the time being. Time starts ticking below 20 seconds. As we dip below it, it's all really down to Zedko. He's alone. He needs to play these fights. He needs to win them out. He's not going to be able to find anything. He alive. Takes off his head with the Glock. Leaves it down to Shock and Forzy. Zero as well, looking to make their way. It is a 3v5 retake. This is extremely unlucky for Sinners to do. And the shots ringing through, but not connecting up for enough. It's 4Z and Zero rather low. Zero gains the first, puts it down into a 3v5. Uck making his way through Banana. He needs to be able to draw some attention, but the P250 Amangus rings through, sings through, his system cleans it up, and that will be Enterprise taking third place here at